Nightly greetings, one and all. William Theo here, homegrown and happy to bring you PTV News Now. Atop our news leaderboard tonight, notwithstanding the constant presence of the Chinese Coast Guard and the PLA in the country's EEZ in the West Philippine Sea, the Philippine Coast Guard has vowed to keep close tabs on Chinese movement in Philippine waters or the country's maritime territories, especially off the coast of Zambales. In a face-off earlier today with the state TV News People, Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson Jay Tariela stressed the issuance of updates on daily Chinese activities on these waters. Tariela assured the PCG would remain peaceful and professional amidst the bullying tactics of the Chinese Coast Guard, as per the wishes of the Commander-in-Chief to remain calm and unprovoked and ensure no escalation of tensions whatsoever. Much like the latest encounters in which the Chinese Coast Guard took aim at PCG boats with an ear-splitting siren blast to step up its harassment of Philippine maritime patrols. And the Chinese Coast Guard vessel getting in the way of the PCG's BRP Cabra that tried to respond to a distress call from a Filipino fishing boat which sounded off the alarm. The Chinese Coast Guard tried to obstruct and harass the smaller Filipino boat, though unsuccessfully. Even worse, this harassive move stalled the BRP Cabra and kept it from transporting an ailing fisherfolk who eventually died offshore. Meanwhile, when the blazes in Los Angeles County raged on, residents turned to a mobile app for the latest updates and where the apparent dangers lie. VOA's Michelle Quinn tells us more.
As the Los Angeles fires burned and threatened communities, residents and first responders needed information they could use immediately. Evacuation zones, wind and smoke direction, power outages, and more. Many turned to an app called Watch Duty, run by a team hundreds of kilometers away in Northern California. Watch Duty offers residents crucial information about new outbreaks, changing wind patterns, and other concerns. Think of it as a virtual emergency operations center that gives neighborhood-by-neighborhood updates as a crisis unfolds.
My emergency and my neighbor who lives, a quarter mile away from me, our emergencies are much different as well. That rings true through communities everywhere, and that's where technology really comes in.
Watch Duty's delivery of detailed, localized information is one reason for its popularity with its 7 million users, many of whom downloaded the app in recent weeks. Watch Duty's success points to the promise that technologies such as artificial intelligence and sensors will give residents and first responders the real-time information they need to survive and fight natural disasters. Among Watch Duty's technology partners is Alert California, run by the University of California, San Diego. Its network of more than 1,000 AI-enhanced cameras throughout the state looks for smoke, often detecting fires before people call emergency lines.
Together, we become the eyes and ears, and then we disseminate that into reports to the public through our platform.
Another Watch Duty partner is N5 Sensors, a Maryland-based firm. Its ground-based sensors detect smoke, heat, and other signs of fire.
They are like a nose, if you will. So they detect smoke anomalies and different chemical patterns in the air.
Watch Duty's service covers 22 states, mostly in the western U.S., and it plans to expand to all states. While fire has been its focus, Watch Duty also plans to track other natural disasters, such as tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, and tsunamis.
We want to be that one-stop shop where people can go and get this information, and in those times of duress, have a source that makes it clear and concise what's happening.
Got fire coming down the hill.
Michelle Quinn, VOA News.
Starting to make my way access.
At this moment, let's shift focus to my colleague in PTV's Pine City studios for what's hot and happening in the Cordilleras. Audrey?
Naimbag Garabi, Pilipinas, nasurok sa ngaribo a police personnel can force multipliers si Baguio City Police Office di may deploy iti Grand Street Dancing kan Grand Floral Parade iti Panagbenga tapno may panamnama ti kapya iti Major Flower Festival events. Nasurok 8 gasot a police personnel ti agtaud iti Baguio's finest bayat ang nasurok 5 gasot nga augmentation ti ipaay ti Police Regional Office Cordillera. Adamutan ti deployment plan dagiti law enforcer can force multiplier kan ti traffic rerouting scheme para iti naanayas a parada. Tutukan ti local police force ti traffic management kan emergency response. Maangay ti Grand Street Dancing Parade inton February 22 kan sumaruno ti Grand Floral Parade inton February 23, 2025. Impanamnama ti pulisya ti kinatalga dagiti residente kan turista kabayatan ti highlight events ti tinawen a Panagbenga. Iti sabali pay adamag, iti agtultuloy a kampanya kontra iti illegal a droga iti Cordillera, na kumpiskar ti pulisya tinasrok 54 million pesos agatad ti illegal a droga bayat ang 8 a drug personalities ti nakamag iti makalawas ng operasyon. Nakaisayang ka ti Procar iti 31 anti-illegal drug operations. Nagresulta dahito iti panakadadaal kan panakakumpiskar tinasrok 113,000 fully grown marijuana plants, nasrok 256,000 grams dried marijuana leaves kan fruiting tops, kan nasrok 5,000 grams marijuana stalks. 8 a drug personalities ti nakamag, amin dakat na ilista ka street level individuals. Kaduan iti operasyon ti Kalinga PPO, Benguet PPO kan Abra PPO. Dagiti damdamag manipud iti PTV Cordillera, siak ni Audrey Villena, Naimbag Arabi.
Many thanks, Audrey, and that's a wrap for tonight's program. Join us anew tomorrow for more stories in our evening news break edition. Always keep it here for news you can count on and news you can trust. I am William Theo. Thank you for watching PTV News Now.